Folks, welcome to Shriek Tuesday.
Yep, that's right. We are now.
That's the name of it. We've got a bunch of new releases coming out right now, at least here in the States. We've got them all. We've got SOCOM 4, we've got Mortal Kombat, we've got Portal 2, and we're just going to play them. And we've got Daniel running chat, so he can field questions for us, and we're just going to get into it.
Yeah,
I'm going to sit here too.
And Brad and Jeff are going to be here, and Brad will say things, I'll say things. It'll be a glorious hour of
stuff
wonder.
Stuff is going to get said. It's
a guy's going to get shot.
Yes. By the end of the next 90 minutes or so, one of the three of us will be dead.
Some kind of snide comment will be made.
Uh-huh.
And
I have SOCOM 4 here. And
rage quitting will happen. SOCOM 4, PlayStation 3.
Yeah. This game has a campaign, but
oh, come on now.
Maybe it's great. I don't know. I've
SOCOM is a multiplayer experience.
Traditionally, was that the case on the PS2? Like, you got the SOCOM game and you just went straight to the online?
It was the Call of Duty of its day. You didn't touch the campaign. You just went whatever.
Call of Duty campaign is...
There's a significant percentage of people that do not play the campaigns in Call of Duty.
Don't nitpick his analogy. You know what he means.
That's fair.
So yeah, I have this. We literally just took the shrink wrap off this copy of SOCOM.
Yep.
And this will be, my first time playing the full version of the game. It's out today, obviously, but we've been sitting on a copy for a while. But with so many other games coming out, this is kind of the first time I got to it. I guess let's.
So Return of Zipper to SOCOM is kind of what makes this significant.
Yeah. This is Zipper Interactive. They last did MAG, and they are the guys that came up with SOCOM in the first place.
Right.
So they're kind of returning to it. Slant 6, the guys that have done the past SOCOM stuff on PS3, are now off working on that Resident Evil game, Operation Raccoon City. So.
Did you have to bust in any codes or anything to get this going? There is a
SOCOM Pro thing in there, and it looks like that'll be like you'll get some free DLC, sort of like they've done with Battlefield Bad Company. They did that in the past.
Okay. But any copy out of the box of this game
will get online, and I mean we are right now. So yes.
And people are making good use of their headsets.
Absolutely.
It seems like this is a game that benefits from that.
This was the only game on PS2 that we really wanted a headset for. Yeah. They packaged headsets in with it and stuff, and it was kind of a big deal in its day. All right, can I pick different dudes? Yeah, I can be Mason, Hackett.
Dude, play Hackett.
Hackett. That's a great name. Both of those great soldier names. So this also, if you're picking up SOCOM 4, this comes with early access to the Resistance 3 multiplayer beta.
Yeah, it does.
Coming out. Well, the game comes out in September, so I don't think they're saying exactly when that'll start.
Let's say summer.
Seems reasonable.
Everybody likes to say summer.
Q2.
It's kind of interesting that there's an Infamous 2 beta starting in the near future, and that's not in there. But I mean.
Shooters begat shooters.
Yeah.
These line up better.
Obviously,
I'm trying to think like if Sony has anything else that they could attach that Infamous beta to, that would make sense between now and then. Because that's a June release. That's coming up on it.
Yes, very soon. Going to see that game next week, actually.
Back of your dude's head looks pretty dope.
That's Hackett. It's the back of Hackett's head.
You get all zoomed in like that. So for Jeff, for those who maybe don't know a lot about SOCOM, how would you describe kind of the handling profile on this? Like, if there's an analog, what would you say it is?
It doesn't really. This game feels like they've adapted it to try and modernize it to some extent. Man,
perfect.
There you go. That's how SOCOM's been the last few years.
Your guy got sleepy.
Shot, and I don't really know what just happened, but. There are respawns, which wasn't always a factor in original SOCOM games. It was originally a round-based game.
It was like Counter-Strike style.
Yeah. And they still have some of that stuff in here, I guess.
So I guess I would say that, kind of back in the day, SOCOM 1, SOCOM 2, it did seem like Counter-Strike was maybe the touchstone. Like, it definitely, had its own feel, but there were things about the structure and about kind of the tone that felt reminiscent of CS.
I would agree with that for sure. It was, and on top of that, there weren't a lot of online games on the PS2 at the time.
Right.
There certainly weren't a lot of online shooters on consoles. Period. At least not a lot of unique ones. And SOCOM found an audience by just kind of doing stuff that no one else was doing at the time. Great use of headset chat stuff for people to curse at each other and tell each other to green the fuck up.
I mean, really, as my recollection is, the original SOCOM was kind of the first. Like, you know, there were headsets on the original Xbox. Like, you could do that stuff, but this seemed like the first game that really required it.
Yeah, I mean, you could play without it. It wasn't necessarily a requirement. I mean, the best teams would work together. You know, like with anything in team-based games, if the teams are working together, they're gonna play more effectively than the other guys.
I guess what it seems like on consoles, there hadn't really been
on
like
consoles, you're absolutely
a
right.
hard team-based game quite like it. Daniel, let's check in with the chat. How are things going over there?
Good.
Might I say you were looking dapper today.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank
Looking
you.
good.
It's a shame
Camera
I'm
can't
not on
see you,
Yeah,
but
we'll have to start putting you on camera.
yeah, seriously.
Keep looking fly like that.
So what's up? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you all flustered there. Now he's turning red. It's just it's awkward.
Mario Boza wants to know if there's move support. And
There
have you
is
tried
move
it?
support.
Yeah.
There's also sharpshooter support, which is the big crazy orange gun thing that you can put a move controller into.
Shoot that guy. Oh, he shot you.
Yeah.
Jeff, you know, you're talking, you're playing the game. This is your first time playing it. I would love to see you kill a guy.
See what I can do.
You know, I understand the circumstances. I don't want to put too much pressure.
So you mentioned that SOCOM was one of the first back then.
Yeah.
And then obviously the fan base was highly devoted, but like these days there are a lot of people doing this stuff. Do you think that fan base is still like rabidly waiting for this game to come out?
You know, I can only really speak anecdotally. I know some people that were pretty big SOCOM guys back in the day that have gone on to become really big Call of Duty fans. And you tell them like, hey, this new SOCOM coming out, like they're definitely interested.
Okay.
That was a good death noise.
Yeah. That's what you get with Hack It.
Hack it! Hack it! Let's see here. Network support up to 32 players. You know, not quite mag levels, but respectable.
That's still pretty high for a console game.
No doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty high for a game. Also 3D support, because it's a Sony game.
Yep.
And all Sony games are in 3D. And so it was declared, and so it shall be.
Whew.
Shadow Killa is wondering, can you use a headset to control AI players like you could in PS2 SOCOM?
I don't know. I don't think that's in there. I think they replaced it with kind of a tactical kind of wheel thing.
Like D-pad.
Yeah, like different way to order your guys around.
Oh.
I don't think the headset stuff is in there, but I don't know for sure. Like I said, literally have not played the full game until 5 minutes ago, and haven't tried the campaign at all yet. So don't really know for sure on that.
You tell me, like, PS2 headset AI control, all I can think of is Lifeline.
Yeah, I mean, no, that was the campaigns in SOCOM had, like, you know, you were telling, like, Bravo team, go this way, do this, and kind of ordering them around a little bit.
Did it work?
Yeah, I mean, it most of the time, yeah. It was like a push-to-talk thing. It wasn't just talk anytime. It was like hold down the button to give commands and go from there. I do a little victory dance here with this dead guy.
What's wrong with your guy?
I get 10 XP for performing a victory dance. You know, so they've added kind of the persistence and unlock systems that you expect from a modern shooter to the game.
Oh man, that
went bad.
You know, when they get you,
This
they
game
get
is
you
good.
good.
This game could use kill.
really
This
put
game
it
could
to
use
you.
kill cams. I would like to see
Yeah.
what just happened.
Yeah.
Also, that guy's level 6. This game just came out. I mean, I'm sure you know the early leveling is probably accelerated.
Yeah.
But
Hackett's some sort of British. Oh,
I got him.
you did get him.
We got each other.
Yay. Boo. Actually said boo.
I think it's like boo. Like,
Oh.
if I had to guess.
It's more surprise boo, not
Yeah.
disapproval boo. How's the chat feeling, Daniel?
Hockey Mask 2 is wondering, are there any classic maps like Desert Glory or Fishhook?
I don't think Desert Glory is in it. They have said that they are. I believe there are a couple of maps from previous games in it, but I don't think that I don't think that DG or Frostfire are in there.
What about D-Dust?
Suppression. Eliminate the hostile.
Yeah, D-Dust is totally in it.
Desert Glory kind of sounds like that might be basically.
Yeah, no, it's not the. I mean, whatever. It's a map for a shooter. So
I like that there's an affectionate abbreviation for it. Though.
Yes.
Like that, obviously a classic map.
So Jeff, how you feeling with this so far? Seems like you're having trouble getting down the hill.
well, you know, it's you gotta move slowly, you gotta move carefully, I guess. Tactically, stay with your team, that whole stuff. I don't know where my team is at. I should probably change my spawn, is what I should do, because
So yeah, all your dudes.
you can kind of
little blue diamonds
jump
way over
somewhere
there.
else if you like. And
Delicious almonds. I'm just flipping through the manual here, seeing if there's anything popping out. Actually, still has a manual.
unlike Mortal Kombat, which is like a fold-out piece of paper that says "Put it in the system."
Wow.
Fight.
It's really all you need
Okay,
to know.
so there is a code for SOCOM for free.
Yes, that's
Pro.
SOCOM Pro,
Right.
which is
Suppression. Eliminate the hostile.
And then there's fully a like a page in this manual is dedicated to Navy recruitment.
yeah. I think they might have all had something like that.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Is there a guy behind that rock? I think I sworn I saw a guy go behind that rock, and he might still be there.
Ooh, apparently there is a jungle green DualShock 3 that you can get to go with SOCOM 4.
Very nice.
Trying to get some of that jungle green. You know what I'm saying?
What?
No, what are you saying?
I didn't.
Could you
I did not
please
see where that guy
elaborate
was
on
coming
that?
from.
You can't see it.
Oh,
but
okay. Oh, now
some
okay.
jungle green.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. Thank you, Brad.
Mars is wondering if you can switch shoulders.
I was trying that. R3
Typically,
just goes into that, but L3 does not swap.
D-pad.
No. Oh, that's now I'm telling now. Okay, now I'm switching weapons. So if I hold down the switch weapon button, I can look at my full batch of stuff. I can just tap it to swap between the two weapons.
Are there kill streaks? Somebody's wondering.
You do eventually call in some sort of support. I'm not sure what the criteria is for getting it though. It seems all right. It's from playing the beta and stuff. The beta seemed like fun. Well, I think my problem with some of the past SOCOM games they've done on PS3 is the maps just weren't great. Oh, I got stabbed.
Brad, I've got a question out of the control room.
Okay.
Vinny wants to know, how do you value your manhood from behind a
Oh
controller?
my god, dude. We had the weirdest cab driver last night.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if he explained that to you or not.
No. He gave me the littlest bit of context. I don't know if it's story time here.
We were talking about Game of Thrones in the back of the cab, and the cab driver just butts in and starts asking about what movie we're talking about. And we're like, oh, it's a TV show, it's on HBO. And then he starts talking about One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and how it's the best movie ever made, and how Michael Douglas produced it at the age of 21.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that's all true.
I guess the guy seemed like a pretty big film buff, but also professed his undying love for 300. So I don't know how those two stances square up. But anyway, it came out that we liked video games, and he did not seem to respect
Bristled
our
at that.
appreciation for You had to be
Was
there, but
he? I for whatever reason, I hear it
I was
in
suppressed.
a pretty heavy Russian accent.
No,
No.
typical California sounding American dude.
Okay.
How do you value your manhood from behind a controller?
It was not even as eloquently put as that. It was something to that effect.
Okay.
But it didn't even make any sense. There was no logic to the statement he was making.
Of course you would say that.
Hands off my joystick. Oh
where'd that guy go? He's somewhere about to kill me. I can feel it.
There's always someone about to kill you. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Ah!
That gun sucks, man. Well,
Don't go that way. Oh God, there he is.
What? Ah,
What's this?
that.
Oh,
Can I stay up here? Is that...
hold on, bro. I'll fight this. Hey, Rob.
Go prone.
That looks like a nice exploitative spot from which to shoot guys.
It also looks
Only I
crazy
had a
exposed.
scope.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
it's
maybe that's not such
Not a great spot.
such a good defensive position. Jeff, do you think how do you think this brand's rep weathered the Confrontation era? Like, Confrontation was not very well received, to my memory.
No, it wasn't.
Like, do you think
Confrontation launched poorly. Was
Yeah.
a big
Yeah,
part of the
it
problem.
launched broken.
Like, do you think the
Yeah.
brand was like damaged at all? Do you think like they lost some people
I
because
think
of
that was that's certainly part of it, but also the game has changed for multiplayer shooters on consoles, and in a lot of ways, SOCOM is kind of a relic from the early PS2 era when these sorts of games were first getting started on console platforms. And I think that more than anything else stands to damage it is that there's a lot of competition for shooters, third person or first, and I think some people are satisfied with the games that they may already have and aren't necessarily looking to get into something like SOCOM. Also, big maps with snipers, kind of. That was one of the things in Confrontation. It was just like shots would ring out and you just fall over. But it felt like it was every map. This game, as I understand it, has some smaller maps that are maybe a little less sniper friendly. I'm not normally the type of dick to just bitch about like snipers, they're everywhere. But it was really getting ridiculous. Like it was at a point where it's like I have no opportunity to get better at this game because anytime I try to learn a map, just shots everywhere.
Like a bell?
They would ring out like a bell, yeah. And I would try to grab my 9, and all I would hear were shells falling.
Okay. Falling where?
To the concrete. Real fast.
Wow. Daniel, any SOCOM fans in the chat? Any folks pumped up about this
Got
game?
some questions here. Somebody is wondering, can you tag enemies?
I don't think so. I don't think there's any sort of tag mechanic for marking people for the rest of your team. Let's try the frontline spawn. See what that.
Are there actually Funky Dupe wants to know? Are there actually any incentives for working together? Or is it
Eliminate the hostile.
just
That's
strength
how you
in
stay
numbers
alive
type
longer.
thing?
It
Yeah,
seems
you stay
like.
a lot longer, and you're going to get XP for assists and stuff like that if you're both kind of shooting guys at the same time. And there are, this is just team deathmatch basically. So there are other modes where you have to protect a bomb disarming guy as he goes around and tries to disarm bombs while the other team is trying to prevent that from happening.
That guy seems pretty buff from what we saw of that mode.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he's
he's
not
got
a-
an automatic shotgun and
like a bunch
is
of
pretty
armor.
well armored.
It's not like a VIP scenario where you just got a pistol or
Yeah.
something.
So a lot of weapons in this game. They go through a handful of categories here. Machine guns, assault rifles. So you actually level up your weapon. You see the experience bar. Current mod level is 0. But you eventually do unlock additional stuff.
So I imagine laser sights, longer clips,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. So right now I have a reflex sight and no fire point attachment for my M4 here. But what else do we have in the assault rifle category? All right. FAL. Let's try the M4 here. And then as a backup, we can actually choose these same weapons. You just can't carry 2 assault rifles. You have to get 2 different types of weapons.
So you can have a machine gun and an assault rifle.
Right. It's not like, oh, I got a pistol.
Suppression. Eliminate the hostile.
I've got the second slot that I'm never going to use.
Yeah.
Reloading.
M4, it's kind of the gold standard for how you determine like the shooting action in a game like this. It seems like that's the gun that if not in the game, there's always an
sort of
analog.
like, hey, what's up with the assault rifle? How do those shoot?
Oh.
Yeah, just like pop, dead.
Yeah, I'm with you on the kill cam. That would be.
I think it points in the direction the shots came from, so you can
Yeah.
kind of see like, oh, maybe there's a guy up on that ridge. Hell, I don't know. All I know is that our whole team is back here just getting blown up over and over again.
is less than ideal.
King of Alya wants to know, shooter is only as good as its shotgun. How good is the game's shotgun?
I don't know. I've not tried any shotguns, and I disagree.
Man,
Oh.
man, you put that right in there.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
I don't know. Random guy on my team.
Damn
indeed.
As far as headset stuff goes, there's like a collector's edition or something that comes with one packed in, right? We just got the off the shelf.
I'm not sure. They do the full loadout edition or whatever they call it that comes with the sharpshooter and that's a guy.
They just put out a new version of that headset.
Yeah,
Any
they just
idea
refreshed the
Any
Sony
idea what's up with that thing?
headset. We have one of those here.
Better
I don't
in
know
some
if we
way.
busted it
I've
out.
not busted it out. It's another Bluetooth headset.
Yeah. The first PlayStation one was really good.
Yeah.
That was a solid headset.
Quite good.
Dude. Not even sure how to head down this hill or if to head down this hill. So I could go prone and.
He's dead. Reloading.
I kind of feel like we're watching the end of.
Got him.
Very good. I feel like we're watching the end of Full Metal Jacket here with everyone just pinned down.
Oh. Where are those shots ringing out from? Oh, okay, I think that's up top.
Yeah, right around that bunker up there.
A couple people were wondering if there's any vehicles in this at all.
I don't believe so.
They've done that in the past, haven't they?
Yeah, they
They're like
eventually,
buggies and
got
stuff.
into vehicles a little bit. It was never. It never seemed very good.
From what I remember of SOCOM,
Combined
this
assault,
map seems very big. I recall them being somewhat more tight quarters than this. Like still outdoors, not necessarily
Right,
corridor
yeah,
crawls,
yeah.
but
All right, 35 seconds. We got to go for it. We can only need 30 kills, I think. So if I can just find,
is it kills or just points?
might just be points.
However, those are meted out. "15 seconds.
Come on, you got this.
Kill 31 dudes.
Come on, just 3 kills per second. You
get
can do
behind?
it. There's
Yes.
one. There's
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, but they also got 2 more kills, so
You're boned. 3, 2, 1.
contact.
A for effort. Let's take a little peek at that the campaign stuff. What do
Yeah,
you
sure.
say? Other than that, like kind of choosing your character, do you know if there's any other character customization stuff?
I think you'd mainly just choose your guy, and then
Okay.
the rest of it's kind of.
I mean, I saw there was a bunch to still be unlocked,
stuff
but,
like that. So you know, campaign kind of front and center here, 0% complete. I kind of give it to you right there. Custom design missions, and some weapon progress here as well, from the looks of it. So.
You think that'll be? Go back to that. Do you think that's persistent from the multiplayer as well?
Doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't. All right then.
Curious about what custom does here. Okay, so that's probably just like multiplayer or multiplayer maps with bots or something like that, but what do they call it here? You've played lots, you're new, you played some. Played some.
You've played a couple in your day.
Played a few. Here and there.
Here and there.
Doesn't mean that I'm good at them or necessarily enjoy playing them, but yeah, I just, you know, it was one of those things that, you know, yeah, you could order your guys around and you had your 4-man team and all that stuff, but it wasn't, you know, I was really more into a run and gun sort of thing at that point, so it wasn't necessarily too appreciative of the very slow style that.
Schweitz, wouldn't go in there, Commander.
Soldiers.
I am so goddamn tough. But here's my boss. He's even tougher.
You mean she?
You're asking us to perform recon for a supply point? That's a job for the local army forces.
I don't recall asking your opinion, Lieutenant. This is a joint intelligence op. And in case you forgot, I happen to be in charge of this.
Military stuff.
Korea's pretty big in shooters this season.
Drop you here.
You notice?
Proceed to Hotel
Yeah,
A,
like,
where you will perform
She is clearly.
this area.
She's wearing the Korean flag
I
on
don't-
her arm.
Yeah, I don't
so.
know. I don't know if North Korea factors into the story. You have any clue?
I don't know where the story goes at all.
Yes.
Dismissed.
Here's his pen. Make sure you stab him with it.
Can do.
Commander. Flight wasn't scheduled to arrive for another 3 hours. To be honest with you, I'm not happy to see you here. Pray to God we don't need you. Were you briefed on the plan?
Well, why did you drag me out here?
Yeah.
You dick.
Several vessels under contract to Clawhammer Security.
I was enjoying myself. You see me here, I am not smiling.
If the
No
NATO
one
task
ever
force
smiles
is here to
in the
protect
military.
streets,
right.
why are you moving forces
Even when things are going well, everyone is grim.
Pirates today, insurgents tomorrow. We have solid intel. They're using funds from ransoming stolen
intel.
ships to arm a counter-government coup.
I hope the intel's good intel. Hate bad
that what
intel.
What if they got that from the fast movers?
Ooh.
Private security firms can't get their shit together.
Whoa!
They're pulling out before they lose any more money in the region.
You're
I've
Oscar
assembled a
Mike's
team
a
for you
swear
outside.
jar there,
I've
sir.
worked with Schweitzer Wells before. How do you want to play this?
I want to walk the perimeter of the green
I want to use the
zone
right
here
stick
make
to
sure
look around and the
security's
left
up
stick to
far.
move, sir.
Keep me informed. These revolutionaries.
They're called
I don't like the
Khan.
main dude, but this dude's face is awesome.
Local word for dragon. It's just a bunch of farmers with guns.
Especially around the kind of the grill
Makes
area.
Yeah.
a move. I want to know about it immediately.
That guy's eyes look weird.
Why NATO sent
That guy
you,
looks
I
okay.
guess.
The other guy's just high. Don't worry about
Nobody
it.
knows these people better than you, right?
He's looking for his pen. It's funny.
I'll be running things from this command center. Check back at 0600. Dismissed.
So is one or both of these characters voiced by Nolan North?
Probably. Yeah. I think the woman was.
Yeah, the lady definitely was. You could tell.
He does a really good Korean accent, for sure.
He does a really good blank.
He's a versatile guy.
Six hours later, everything went bad.
Oh God! I want you to find those guys and get my pen back.
My pen! My pen! What?
Oh, that.
Who? Have they given us any good sense of who you're fighting here? Or did they just say insurgents?
You know, we talked through the whole thing, and
Yeah.
I can't answer your question at
Yeah,
all.
fair enough, fair
This
enough.
is our fault.
Yep, yep. If you are just joining us now here on the live stream, we're playing a little SOCOM 4. Checking out the campaign now. But a little bit, we're probably gonna shift gears over to a little Portal 2, and then.
Wait, gears?
What's that?
We got gears?
What'd I say?
I don't know.
Gears 3 beta is out. You can do it.
We're playing SOCOM 4.
Look at the skylight. I'm looking at the skylight. Really? Okay. All the way up.
Look more at the skylight.
Man, why'd you do that?
Look up at the. Sorry.
Don't look at stuff anymore, Jeff.
Now
Jesus
it's
Christ.
telling me to look around. I don't want. Oh.
Can your character kill with his mind? Is that what we're learning?
This is
here?
actually PsyOps 2.
Finally.
Wait, it moved to cover. Okay. Yes. Run to the diamond. Oh.
Get to cover. Commander, we've got incoming hostile.
I'm saying this game doesn't look like a slouch. It doesn't. This campaign stuff doesn't seem like it's like really bolted on. It's like,
Schweitzer, weapons free.
The fleet's under fire and NATO teams are pulling back.
you can kill those guys way easier.
Oh yeah.
I need to sweep the area. Check for survivors.
Zolar is wondering how's the frame rate. Have you seen any slowdowns?
Objective point.
Seems pretty good.
Seems okay.
A solid 30,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Well, what? We haven't seen any like really big. I guess we've seen a few big explosions. That's usually something that, particle effects like that can tax an engine.
Wait, where's the diamond I'm headed to? There it is. Stupid bikes.
Stop running over those bikes. Bike ramp.
Bikes. Hate you. Sorry, sir, couldn't make it. There were bikes in the way.
If someone had to model those bikes. Don't disrespect bikes.
Enemy down.
Cool. They got the other guy.
So this is what? A civil war? A coup? Whose side are we on now?
The side that's not shooting at us.
Your own side.
That's right. Same side I've always been on.
Friendly's ahead. Rooftop.
Can you blind fire?
It doesn't look like you can blind fire. It looks more like he'll raise up.
Yeah.
Okay, frag grenades. And let's go back to throw a grenade to eliminate the RPG. Where's that RPG? Up there?
Up there.
Okay.
Yep.
How about
That's too high.
that is too high.
All right.
Not bad.
Wilhelm scream.
Second try.
Add it to the page.
Copy. We're on our way.
SOCOM 4's got the Wilhelm. It's kind of shocking to me how many times we discover that sitting on this couch.
Yeah.
We need to get down to the
Yep, there it is.
high ground support from up here. Take out those hostiles. Gorman, we can't reach your position. We're coming from above.
Ah, this guy's like
Copy. We're pulling up.
blood pinatas.
A little jarring to me how you go straight from a third-person view to that iron
Yeah,
sight.
the
Like
snap into the zoom is a little strange.
It's a little abrupt.
And the zoom it gives you is not
And
great
yes,
with,
it's not
with
even-
these assault rifles. I mean, you know, you get into the scoped weapons,
Sure.
it's more meaningful.
Hostile down.
I wonder if that's just an issue of speed, of wanting to get you into that sight view,
Yeah,
you know, a little
probably.
bit faster. Like, all right, cut the animation some, just get to it.
You the lady that gave me the pen?
Oracle. Okay, this is NATO Operations
Oracle.
Commander. What's your status?
Batman.
Oracle, what can you tell me about Koreans?
Most of the critical systems are offline and our escort has taken massive damage.
Wait, you're not military. What's your rank and division?
Mackenzie Douglas, MI6. Currently working with NATO intelligence officer James Gorman.
Put me through to the Admiral.
We think he was lost in the attack, sir. All of the officers were in the CIC when it was hit.
Great. Okay, Oracle. We need support over here. Air support.
Commander, we still have TAP capabilities. Several fighters on deck.
What about intel, satellites, extraction?
Let me see.
That guy's concerned.
I'm sorry, sir. This isn't my area of expertise.
We have to move. I'll contact you soon.
We need to take out that armor.
Commander, we're standing by with artillery support.
Okay, hold
All right.
R2 to call in airstrike.
A little tag in here.
Didn't she just say that they didn't have air support?
Well, this is mortars.
I'm calling it an airstrike. What am I doing here? Holding down R2.
Commander, you can use the designator to target the armor for a fleet strike.
Yeah.
Do you have to pop up to do it?
No.
You're getting a little circle with a line through it when you're trying to do that.
Maybe it's too close to your position. Maybe you missed your chance. See if you can
we
hit
can
that
do
one.
that other
There
one.
you go.
Does seem like the game is still tutorializing you some here.
Yep,
So
absolutely. But you know, when it says hold down the button to shoot the airstrike, and then you can't shoot the airstrike. It's like what?
I think you want to maybe.
Maybe that one is too close. Probably need to lead these targets. a
Yeah,
little
you
bit, too.
definitely need to lead it.
Oh yeah, the shots are coming off that boat. That's cool.
oh, you can actually see them.
Yeah.
That's right. Run.
Oh, you're gonna miss it. You're totally gonna miss it.
Stand by for incoming strike.
That's pretty cool.
Well, got it.
Oracle, what's your status?
Just chilling.
Fire! Coming from somewhere in the city.
We have to find a way down there. Copy, we'll find it. Team, let's move. With pleasure.
Ew.
Fire in the hole.
Guy thinks for himself. He's just like, screw it, man. I'm gonna blow up this truck. Why? I don't know. You know, maybe it'll. I don't know. Something.
I've got all this C4, man. I've got all this C4.
You got any better ideas?
Move to me. Enemies headed this way.
I was shooting out the glass of the taxi. I don't think you have to whisper. I think that, yeah.
You might want to watch out for that cab.
I think it already happened.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
About to say.
Oh. Well, you weathered that one all right.
It's fine.
Well, the taxi was still in gonna blow up mode.
Right.
This van seems to be cached.
So now I'm giving them commands with the D-pad, kind of having them move up. Let them deal with it.
Can you shoot your own dudes here?
You know, I don't know that I want to find out just yet. I don't know where it's going to restart. Let's save that for when we're ready to move on.
All right.
Play a little bit more here.
We're the local army units, the emergency services. It's like the whole city is holding its
Like lay down multiple waypoints.
Neither was clearly able to initiate these attacks with great precision. Gorman didn't suspect they were this well organized.
They'll go over there, and then they'll be like, no, I'll go over here, and then...
Oh, so you can really specify like the path that they take. So
Yep.
It's not just like clipping through cars, snagging on corners.
Contact on artillery.
rockets.
Use tactics.
I've arrived.
Pro advice.
Contact on target.
Where is said target? Oh.
Somebody's wondering if you can actually tell your teammates to kill a certain person, or do they just move and then fire at any enemies in that area?
Enemy data secured.
I don't know. It hasn't gotten to the part where it's going to tell me to order them to shoot. It's more just waypoints, and then they will fire when things jump off. But let's see here. I suspect it's up on the D-pad. Well, maybe I can just do it before they tell me how to do it. Doesn't look like it. So we'll probably find out soon.
Nice, that guy.
Oh.
That would have been a good guy to shoot first, you think about it.
What, the guy with the rockets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way enemies go down in this. Like they have a good weight to them when they fall. Like they don't sponge up too many bullets, you know?
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve of mine, you know, guys taking like a good 10, 20 shots before they go down in a game like this.
Yeah, you know, they do all right with the realism, I think, in this game. Making the shots feel really damaging without just making you
like too powerful,
like or too powerful or too weak to survive any gunfight.
Sure.
See, without even direct commands here, your dudes are doing pretty good.
Yeah. And eventually I'll have multiple teams, so I can, you know, I can order blue team by pushing left on the D-pad and the other team by pushing right.
Contact. I'm under fire.
Do something about it, man. If you're under fire, shoot some guys. You can hang out over here.
Shoot him. Show him what being under fire is really like.
You want me to shoot him?
Yeah, I think we're at about our time here.
I'm gonna say it's not gonna let you.
Dramatic music swelling up.
What are you doing?
Oh!
And then I got smoked.
That's what you get, turncoat.
See what you did?
Why did you shoot your teammate?
He told me.
David Fisher.
I'm pulling you out.
He told me to shoot him.
He's a loose cannon.
Yeah, let's move on. That's a pretty decent look at SOCOM 4.